Howdy, folks. I'm Score, the Crimson Renegade. Welcome to my Facebook page, my Facebook channel, my live stream. I'm on Destiny 2 right now because there is supposed to be a live event that's supposed to trigger at 10 o'clock Pacific, which is 12 o'clock Central Time. Um, as you can see, if you're familiar with the Destiny 2 story, the Cabal ship called the Almighty, which was a weapon used to try to destroy uh, Earth's Earth's sun, destroy the sun, which obviously would destroy the entire solar system. The Almighty itself has been turned toward the last city. The Cabal have reprogrammed it on a direct course for the last city. It can't be stopped by anything at all except Rasputin. And what you can see here, you might be able. It's kind of hard to kind of see here, but right in the middle of the screen, see this kind of H-shaped object at a kind of a weird angle. That's the Almighty. That's the ship that's on its way here. It's on course to crash right into the last city. Well, Rasputin, the Warmind, is going to stop it supposedly. So we're going to see how that works. I don't know if it's going to be an actual in-game activity, in-game we're going to see something actually happen in the actual game engine, or if it's just going to be a cutscene or what. But this is the first time Destiny has done something like this. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen. I know I'm a little early. It's about 15 minutes away. Well, about 10 minutes away now. So, I don't really have much I can do here. There's not going to be any gameplay, save for what I'll be showing on screen here to see what happens to the Almighty. But I think I'm in a pretty good spot. I'm on the tower. I'm next to where Hawthorne is standing. I think this is probably the best view I'm going to get of the Almighty, assuming we can actually see it happen in-game. So, let's see what happens. In the meantime, if y'all want to chat, by all means, go right away. Right on ahead. I'll gladly talk to anybody that pops in. I'm excited for this because Destiny has never done a public a live event like this. Supposedly Fortnite has done similar things. I've heard it's a Fortnite type event where, I don't know how to describe it because I've never actually seen one of these things, but it's supposedly something that happens in the game, at a specific time. Hence the term live event. The description speaks for itself, but I've never seen anything like this before, so. After this event is over, by the way, the stream isn't going to end. I'm going to go continue my playthrough of Prey and try to get through as much of it as I can. I just wanted to let y'all know that I wanted to do this event first, which is why I'm a little late streaming today. I said I was going to stream about 10 o'clock this morning, but then I remembered that this event was going to happen, so I wanted to make sure I had it up and going. So after this live event ends, however long it's going to take or whatever is going to happen, I will jump into Prey and try to see if I can't get through a big chunk of that game. So, as always, welcome. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my stream. We're going to see the live event of the first live event Destiny has ever had, and I witnessed the destruction of the Almighty via the hands being, in air quotes, from Rasputin. If y'all like what you see, or if you like what I have to offer, feel free to like, share, and follow. I'd really appreciate it. Looking to reach my goal of 100 followers, so every follow and every share and every like will help me out greatly, and I would really appreciate it. If anybody hasn't played Destiny or Destiny 2 before and you're curious about it, feel free to ask me any questions. I know quite a bit about the story, about the game, so I have no problem, answering any questions you might have. I'll answer to the best of my ability. If I don't know something, I'll do my best to answer the best that I can. About 8 minutes away from the from the live event. Thank you, Damien, for the follow. Very much appreciated. I don't know why my icon isn't appearing up there. Also, kind of semi-testing out a new streaming setup here, so it should have been a little picture above where it said new follower, but well. Thank you for the follow. It's appreciated. As I've been sitting here looking, it may be just my imagination, kind of trying to make things happen out of when they're not there. But it kind of looks like the Almighty is getting a little more defined as the minutes pass. It just looks like it's a little more detailed now than it was when I first got over here. 10 minutes ago. It may just be my brain playing tricks on me. I apologize for there not being very much to actually, show other than just staring at the Almighty here. But I want to make sure that I got into the game because I want to make sure I was in the game and in a good place where I could, see the event happen. Assuming it isn't going to be a cutscene, it's actually going to happen in game. I want to make sure I had good seats. I want to make sure the stream was up and running, no problems. I want to make sure everything was good and ready to go for when it actually happened. Because it's supposed to happen right at 12 o'clock Central Time. So, in the next 6 minutes according to my watch. So forgive me for there not being anything to actually show as far as action or gameplay. Those of you joining, welcome to my stream. I'm playing while standing here in Destiny 2 right now because there's going to be a live event here in Destiny 2. It's supposed to trigger at about 12 o'clock Central Time, so about 6 minutes away. Those of you who know the story of Destiny 2, the Almighty has been sent on a unstoppable crash course into the last city, and Rasputin is supposed to activate and stop it. So we're going to see. I don't know if it's actually going to happen in engine. We're actually going to see it happen here live in the game, or if it's just going to be like a cutscene pops up. But I guess we'll find out in just a couple of minutes, just a few minutes here, about 5 minutes. I play. If you're new to my stream, welcome. I play all kinds of different games. I'm rather new to streaming, even though I've been on YouTube for about 5 years. I took a little bit of break when I decided I wanted to come back. I wanted to stream instead of just record and edit. What's happening? Hi, Austin. This is Destiny 2. There's a live event that's supposed to happen at 12 o'clock Central Time, which is about 5 minutes away. The Almighty, which is this H-shaped object you see in the middle of the screen here. It's kind of hard to see on the stream. There's like an H-shaped object here in the middle of the screen. It's a ship called the Almighty. It's one of the enemy factions built this ship, and they have set it on a direct course for basically right on top of our heads where we're standing right now in the last city. And at 12 o'clock, the Warmind, Rasputin, is going to destroy the Almighty and save us. And this is the first live event Destiny's ever done. That's why I'm doing the stream here. If you're familiar with the Destiny 2 story, then what I just told you probably makes sense. If you're not familiar with the Destiny story, you're probably not going to make much sense of what I just told you. But so if you're familiar with Destiny, feel free to let me know. But essentially, this H-shaped object is crashing onto our heads, and a live event is supposed to happen to where it's going to get destroyed, and we're going to get saved. That's the layman's terms of it for those who haven't played Destiny, I guess. I don't know how long this event's going to last, but once it is over, I intend to jump into continue my playthrough of Prey. You played the first one first. Have you played the second one at all, Austin? Because this is Destiny 2. In case you'd probably figure that out by the fact it says I am playing Destiny 2. After this is over, I'm going to jump into my live stream, or jump into playing Prey. Try to play a second one, and it's not working. What do you mean by not working? Is it the game doesn't work, or you didn't like it? Because I know that when Destiny 2 first came out, it was a major disappointment to everybody, not just Destiny fans, but casual players in general. I love Destiny 1, and I suffered through the problems of the start of Destiny 2, admittedly. But it has gotten way better since the expansions of Forsaken and Shadowkeep. The game is massively improved. It is much better. The loading screen never loads. That was odd. Are you playing on PC or are you playing on the console? I can only speak for the console version because I've only played it on console. I've never played the PC version, save for the beta. I've always been a console player. Thank you, Austin, for the share. That is very much appreciated. Xbox? I don't know. I can't help you. I play on the PlayStation myself as far as Destiny. I'm not a console loyalist. I'm loyal to only Xbox, only PlayStation. I play both systems. Mainly because there are some games that are exclusive to one game or one system and not another. Like you can't play Halo on the PlayStation. You also can't play Last of Us on the Xbox. But as far as your issues, I don't. It does take a long time to load. Yeah, when the game first boots up, it does take a long time to load, admittedly. But it's always been at least 1 or 2 minutes, maybe. If it goes any longer than that, then I don't know what the issue is. Unless you maybe have a slow internet connection, possibly. I mean, the opening game does take a while to. The opening when it first loaded up does take a while. That is one downside of Destiny 2. They've never been able to fix that. Destiny 1 was the same way too. Always took a long time to initially load up and get to your character select screen. Welcome everybody to the stream. Hello from New Zealand. All right, an international fan. Thank you, Damien. Very much appreciated. Everyone, welcome to my stream. This is Destiny 2. In about between 10 to 15 seconds here, according to my watch, there's supposed to be a live event happening here in Destiny 2 where the Almighty, this 8-shaped ship you may see in the middle of the screen, is supposed to get destroyed by Rasputin, the war mine. If you're familiar with the Destiny 2 story, what I just told you probably makes a lot of sense. If not, then I apologize. Just enjoy what you see. Supposed to be a big boom, I guess. I don't know if it's going to actually happen in a cutscene, if it's going to happen in engine here, and what we're going to see. This is the first. Supposedly from what I've understood, it's supposedly like a Fortnite live event, which I can only describe from what I've heard. I've never seen one myself, and this is the first time Destiny's ever done one of these. Got X30, 400 up, 400 down. Well, that's a damn good internet connection then. I can't say. The only thing I can guess is maybe have more patience. Because like I said, the game does take a long time to load. New adventures available? What the hell is this? That's new. I've never seen new adventures available happen on the tower. Is that here? No, not here. Or maybe that's just because of the daily reset. Because the daily reset happens at noon. Well, 10 o'clock Pacific time, noon Central time. So I wonder if we're going to get the event actually happen here any moment now. Because we just hit the daily reset. Let me give it time. Okay, yeah. That has been one downside to Destiny is the atrocious load times of not just the game itself when you first load it up, but most of the time also when you're going from planet to planet or destination to destination. Usually, easily 1 to 2 minutes, and I think that's a little too much. Granted, I'm not a programmer, so I mean I understand the size of the game is huge, and so there's probably a lot to load. But you would think that there would be, there'd be some way to actually bring that down in some way, where you're not spending 1 to 2 minutes just waiting for the load screens. Up to 10 viewers, very nice. Welcome everybody. This is Destiny 2. Supposedly, according to my watch, it's past 12 o'clock. Any minute now, we're supposed to be a live event that's supposed to trigger where the Almighty is supposed to be destroyed by Rasputin. For those of you who are not familiar with Destiny 2, that may have sounded like a bunch of mumbo jumbo, so I apologize. But those of you who are familiar with the Destiny story probably understand what's happening here. And I'm not really sure. I'd have to actually watch my stream again, like watch the actual video once it actually uploads. But I'm almost certain that the Almighty itself, this kind of H-shaped object here in the middle of the screen, is becoming more defined very, very slowly. Maybe it's just my imagination, but it just looks like it's getting a little more defined very, very slowly as the time progresses. So I'm just wondering if it actually is they're actually literally making the object come closer to the planet. I don't know what we need, if there's something you're supposed to trigger, if it triggers automatically, or something we need to be doing. Because I've never heard of a live event before. I mean, I know what it is, but I've never actually done one before, so I don't know if there's anything I'm supposed to trigger, someone I'm supposed to talk to, or if it just straight up happens. I don't know how long this is going to take either. I got 12:03 now, so I don't know what we're missing. What's supposed to be happening? Is there anything? I'm kind of afraid to look at the map because I don't want to miss something happening on the screen. Is there anything on the destinations or anything? I don't see any new objectives or anything. I don't see any contacts, anything out of the ordinary. I'll look up so I can find a little information. Make sure I'm not in the wrong place or something, or missing it. Yeah, it says kicks off at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, which that's now. Well, okay. You want to be in the tower, a daily reset, which is 10 Pacific Time, which is 12 Central. I hope that I'm not messed up by the fact I'm not actually. I mean, I'm on the tower, but I'm actually in the space. I'm actually next to Ikora, and everybody's over there. What if I need to get over there? For some reason, like being here doesn't show it. I don't know. I thought maybe being down there would be fine. I don't know if I actually need to be in the main part. Everybody's looking up. Even the NPCs are looking up there. I don't know if I should... Damn it. I hope I don't miss anything in the few seconds it takes me to get there. Come on, run faster, dude. I'm not the only person here, so I guess this is... Alright, well, I'm in the main part of the tower now, so... If it's not going to be here, it's not going to be anywhere. I don't know what to expect because I've never done I've never seen a live event like this, and certainly not one in Destiny. So Austin, how's the game load? Is the game loaded up for you yet? You played Destiny before, Mick? Well, it's 12:08 now. And the Almighty still looks like it's in one piece, so I don't think anything's happened yet. Play on PlayStation? That's where I'm playing on too, Mick. I'm on the PS4 right now. Are you still hanging around here, Austin? Have you been able to get into your game? Is your game loaded up for you? Or are you still having trouble with it? I apologize again for just kind of standing here and just staring. Not much gameplay to really show, but... This is the first time I've ever tried doing a live event, and I've certainly never streamed one before. Is something happening? Yeah, Mick, it was supposed to have been about 9 minutes ago, according to my watch, but at the daily reset, which is 12 o'clock Central Time in the U.S. Central, you might be able to see on the screen here, this H-shaped object here in the sky is called the Almighty. It's a really massive ship built by the Cabal, one of the enemies in this game, and they have sent it on a crash course into the last city, where we are right now. And Rasputin, the War Mind, is supposed to activate itself and fire at the Almighty, destroying it, keeping us alive, obviously. And it's supposed to be a live event, from what I understand, like a Fortnite type live event. It's supposed to happen like in game as we're staring at it. So that's what's supposed to have happened about 12 o'clock, which was about 10 minutes ago, with the daily reset, and nothing's happened yet, at least not that I'm aware. I even read some information saying if you load into the tower before the daily reset, you should see the event happen. And well, I got in here 15 minutes before noon, and nothing's happened yet. And it sounds like a really cool event, but Bungie's never done this in Destiny before, and I've never actually seen a live event. I've never played Fortnite during a live event, so I don't know exactly how it works. I don't know if they're actually going to see this attack on the Almighty happen in-game engine as we're standing here staring at it, or if it's going to be just like a cutscene pops up and whatever. I can't say because I don't know. I mean, obviously I'm not the only one expecting this because look at all those names over there. So I apologize for not actually showing any, gameplay or, giving a tutorial or anything. There's not much I can really do at this point. If anybody has any questions about Destiny, though, I'm quite familiar with the Destiny lore and the gameplay and stuff. If you're curious about the game, feel free to ask. I'll see if I can answer it the best I can. I'm pretty knowledgeable. So I have no problem helping you out. They're all looking up, yeah. And what I couldn't, I don't know if I can show you now if there's anybody over here, but even the NPCs, except for, well, even this guy is, even Shax is looking up. The NPCs in the tower are also looking up too. See these two people over here with the next to the red rail here? They're looking up as well. So even the NPCs have been programmed to look up at it. So that's a nice. I think that's a really nice touch there by Bungie to not only have this event happen, but actually make the NPCs of the game be involved in lookup as well. I probably if we went to go see like Ikora or Zavala, they're probably looking up at it too. I'm gonna check Bungie's Twitter page, see if there's any reason why we haven't seen anything yet. There's no way we missed it because I've been here since 11:45, my time. Now, I do know for those of you who are maybe have been away from the game for a little while, there is going to be a new season starting this coming Tuesday. It's going to be season 11, and there's supposed to be like some reveals of some kind about year 4 content, which is probably going to be the fall expansion. So, if you've been away from the game because you just not you find it uninteresting or whatever, or you've been taking a break from it for whatever reason, uh, in case you haven't been keeping up with the news of the game, there is going to be essentially like a new set of seasons coming out starting this coming Tuesday. So we'll have new content, new things to do. So be ready to come back for that. I don't see anything here that mentions it. That's pretty cool. Other games having live events other than Fortnite, there's usually a countdown until an event starts on Fortnite too. Well, they told us the time that the event was going to happen, Mick or Damien, but they actually didn't give us like an actual countdown. They just said it's going to happen at the reset, which is what the hell? Why is my screen flashing like that? Why is the screen flashing? It's not doing it now. Yeah, it's kind of right there. What is that? What is that? You guys see around the edges of the screen and doing that weird flashing thing? Is that? Okay, it stopped again. I don't know what that was all about. Damien, they didn't actually like give a countdown or show a countdown anywhere. They just actually said at reset, which is 10 o'clock Pacific time, which is 12 my time, so I'm in Central time. This is going to happen. And we're now at 12:15, and nothing's happened yet. I can't find anything that says that something's wrong or something. I don't know what to say. I don't, I don't know what's supposed to happen here. I mean, get approaching 20 minutes, 20 after 12, and that thing's still there, so something hasn't happened. And it was supposed to be most visible here in the tower. Everybody's still here looking up, waiting. So clearly I haven't missed anything because people are still here looking and waiting. I will let you guys know that if this event ever happens sometime, well, after this event ends, I'm going to jump into Prey and finish and try getting through a big chunk of that game once this is over. So feel free to stick around for that after I'm done here with Destiny. If you guys like what you see, please like, share, and follow. I'd really appreciate it. I need 10 more followers to reach the goal of 100, so I'd really appreciate all the help you can provide. Share it to your friends. Let your family know about it. Anybody you think would be interested in this content. I play all kinds of different games. Scary games, RPGs, shooters. I'll even take suggestions on games you want to see me play. Thank you, Sven, for the like. Very much appreciated. I intend to actually kind of start doing a run of... I'll stick around glue gun. Oh, God. Yeah, the glue gun in Prey. Nice little pun there, Mick. Good job. But I plan to kind of start doing a run of RPGs here pretty soon. I want to kind of do like the Tales of games, which I haven't played. I've only played Tales of Vesperia. That was a long time ago, so I'm going to remember very little about it. But I want to play the Tales of series, like Tales of Xillia, Tales of Vesperia, all of those. I intend to do some of the Final Fantasy games. I'm going to do Final Fantasy VIII since they've remastered it. 9 came out on PC sometime back, and it's somewhat remastered, so I want to play that eventually. I've played consistently 7, 10, and 15. So I've already played 7 and 15 on my YouTube channel. So I'll get around to most of those Final Fantasy games as well, and I intend to do like pretty much all kinds ranges of time frames as far as games as well. I'm not going to do just new games or newer games. I tend to play older games as well, back in like 2D games like the Super Nintendo, something like Sonic the Hedgehog, which even though I suck at platform games. But I intend to play just about any game that ever exists, with limitations. There's some games I'm never going to play. Like, you're never going to see me play Viva Pinata on the stream. I can promise you that. I will do the occasional competitive game, something like Fortnite or like Call of Duty Warzone, something like that. But I'm not good at competitive games. I'm not good at PvP. But I'll try to show it off when I can, in case you guys just want to watch for whatever reason. But it's not going to be impressive gameplay for sure. I mostly like doing story-based games because I like good stories. I like playing games with a really good story in them, and even if it's just like a mediocre story, I still like playing them because I like following along with a story. If you guys have any suggestions of games you want to see me play, I also do horror games as well. I used to not like to play horror games. I just wasn't interested in them. But I would watch myself play a horror game, and then I'd go back and edit the video, see the jump scares, and it'd actually be kind of funny. So I've actually come to actually like playing horror games. So if you guys got any suggestions for games you want to see me play, if I don't have the game, I'll do what I can to try to obtain it. So if you like what I'm describing, like, share, follow. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you all so much. Thank you all for stopping by and hanging out at least for this long. It should have happened 22 minutes ago. Bungie, where this big thing's still in the sky? Where the hell is it? Where the hell's Rasputin? Did he fall asleep? He changed his mind? He has a war mind, so get it? He changed his mind. He's a war mind. Sorry. Hey, Mick's not the only one allowed to do puns around here. What is up with this? Why are we approaching 12:30 and nothing's happened? Is it like most of Bungie's updates? The updates got to wait a little bit longer, a little bit longer, a little bit longer. They do a patch and do an update to the game or something, and say the game's going to be live at 12 o'clock, but then they got to wait another hour or so because they got other problems happening. It's just something they've always done. I mean, I understand they want to make sure everything goes in smoothly and works as soon as they open up the servers, but you know it happens almost every time. They say, okay, the servers are going to be live at this time, but they still end up waiting 30, 40 minutes, sometimes even an hour, because they had issues or it took longer to upload the patches or whatever. Those of you who play Destiny for a while, you probably know what I'm talking about as far as. Does it seem like it's getting closer? Yeah, I kind of thought so too. When I first got here, it didn't seem the Almighty didn't seem as defined as it does now. And every time I'll look away from the screen a little bit a while to kind of not keep focused on it, because you stare at it, you're not going to notice any changes. But as I look away, like looking at checking the chat or whatever, and then I go back and look, it looks like the Almighty is just a little bit more defined than it was, like say 5 minutes ago. I really can't tell if it's actually moving or not, or if it's just an illusion. He's out protesting? Well, okay, that's good for you. I mean, it's a good thing to, it's a good cause to support. But damn it, I want to see this thing blow up. That's why I'm here. blow up the Almighty, then go protest. Priorities, man. I'm kidding. Everyone chill out before you get pissy. I'm checking Bungie's Twitter, and there's not any like updates or anything saying the event has been delayed or anything like that. Oh, crap. I don't want bingo halls, I want Bungie help. Thank you, Autotype. Nothing on their help site either. I don't know what to say. If anybody's got some information, that I'm not aware of, please feel free to share it in the comments. I'd like to know. Obviously, I'm not the only one who's just sitting here hanging out. No pun intended by the guy sitting over there, because everybody else is here staring, and I guess they're seeing the same thing I am. So it's not like I missed the event or something. Somebody needs to go take some coffee to Rasputin. Wake up, you got a job to do. You're sleeping that late. I heard that it's happening according to plan. Well, according to plan, it should have happened. It should have happened 27 minutes ago, Sven. It's supposed to have happened at I'm in Central Time, so I can only say 12 o'clock. I don't know what it is for where you guys are right now, but it's supposed to have happened at 12 o'clock my time, which was 27 minutes ago. That's when it was supposed to have actually happened. We haven't seen anything change. I don't know if we're going to be seeing like a cutscene, like just a pre-rendered cutscene of some kind, or if we're going to see something happen while we're here staring in the game and in engine. The other thing is, I don't even know what to look for. I mean, is Rasputin going to fire a bunch of missiles? Is he going to fire a giant laser? Is he going to turn into the Death Star, or is he going to turn into Goku and do a Kamehameha at this thing? What are we what are we expecting here? I've never seen a live event before in any game I've ever played, and this is the first time Bungie's ever done one in Destiny. So I truly don't know what to expect here. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me and just sitting here staring at this. Thank you for your patience as we sit here and stare. I'm not showing any gameplay or I'm not giving you guys a tutorial in how to play a game or something, or showing any advice. I'm just sitting here staring at a giant ship staring back at me. So you're all very appreciated for coming by and just hanging out while we look into the sun, even though we're not supposed to. To all you newly joining the stream, thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Scorth, also known as the Crimson Renegade, if that's easier for you to say. Some people have a hard time saying my name. It's understandable. It's kind of weird. So if you prefer to call me the Crimson Renegade because it's easier, by all means, go ahead. We're in Destiny 2 right now. As of 29 minutes ago, we're supposed to have been watching a live event where Rasputin, the AI warmind of the game, is supposed to have fired on and destroyed the Almighty, this H-shaped ship you see here in the middle of the screen. That's supposed to have happened at noon Central Time, which is, like I said, 29 minutes ago. At the daily reset. But I have seen no weapons of any kind, and the big H thing is still there. Where's the whiskey today? Right now it's in the fridge. I got a little toasty last night while I was playing. I was watching Cosmic Tink play Fortnite, and then she let me join her for some squads with her and a couple of friends. So I got a little toasty last night. So I wanted to ease off a little bit today. I might grab it a little bit later when I jump into Prey, because I'm sure that'll make Prey a lot more interesting. I keep checking websites and stuff, trying to see, if anybody's got any information. If Bungie has said, "Hey, sorry, the event's going to be late for whatever reason," but except for some flashes on the edge of the screen, which I don't know where they were coming from. They only happened when the camera was at certain angles. Nothing has happened. I don't know where those flashes around the edge of the screen were coming from. I'd never seen them before. Well, they've got a pretty good view up there. I didn't think to get on that pole up there. That's probably a pretty good view. But of course, you got idiots that come. Well, I guess you can't push. I was going to think idiots that come up there and push each other off, but you can't actually push each other off as long as you're not in a team, because players can pass through each other as long as they're not on the in a party with each other. So I guess it didn't matter where I stood. I wouldn't get pushed off or anything. I'm checking Bungie's help site and their main Twitter page, and I'm not seeing any updates about anything. Maybe you're right, Sven. Maybe Rasputin went out to protest. Somebody fell asleep with the trigger and forgot to launch the event at Bungie, I guess. I mean, like, seriously, what the hell are we waiting for? There's no way I missed it, because if I'd missed it, nobody would be here staring at the damn thing. I'd be the only idiot here who's looking up into the sun, and this H-shaped thing would probably not be there. It'd be in pieces. Way to go, Bungie, for your first live event. You're late on it. Good job. Way to make it look like you know what you're doing. I mean, no super disrespect to Bungie, because those guys have got way more knowledge than I do, because there's no way in hell I could program a game. I mean, I'm just barely learning RPG Maker. So, I'm not going to sit here and go, well, I could do better than this, and program my own game. My ego is not that big. But if you guys say you're going to have a live event at a specific time, launch the live event at the specific time. Or at least, if you're going to if there's a problem, thank you, Kelly, for the follow. Very much appreciated. If you're going to, if you're going to set up a time for an event, have the event launch at that time. Or if you have a problem of some kind, which I understand, problems come up, problems can happen. If you do have a problem, tell us. You say, okay, we apologize. The event's going to launch late. Even just make up some crap story, even if it's actually a problem with the actual, either the systems or the servers or whatever. It's an actual problem. Make up a lore-based story. Rasputin had a glitch and lost track of time or something, and decided to sleep in a little bit or something. I don't know. Give a reason for being, give a storyline reason for Rasputin not launching when he said he was going to. They're really building the suspense, huh? I guess you can call it that. Thank you for the like, Kelly, again. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. When does building the suspense become boring because we're waiting for nothing to happen? I said this earlier in the stream, I very much appreciate the attention to detail to the game, at least here in the tower. The NPCs, not just like the walking around people, but also Shax and Zavala and probably Ikora and Awthorn are all turning and facing this direction as well. And they're looking up, holding their hand up over their eyes like that. So that's very good attention to detail. That is very well done by Bungie for putting that kind of specific detail, or that detail into the game. That's very well done. They could have just said live event and made nothing change, and all the people still walking around completely oblivious to what's going on. But it made it seem a little bit more real that way. So that's very well done by Bungie. If anybody finds out, if you see a news article from somewhere or something that mentions anything about why that nothing's happened yet, please feel free to throw it in the comments and let me know. Yeah, womp womp womp. Sounds like what's happening right now. Feel free to post it in the comments below. Let me know if there's been a delay that they've posted somewhere that I haven't seen. But, I keep refreshing their Twitter page and their Twitter help page to see if there's, if they've mentioned anything, and I've yet to see it. Thank you guys for hanging out with me and just staring here. I know I'm not showing any gameplay or anything. Wait, what is that? What are those? I don't think I've seen those before. Those streaks those streaks right there. Is that it? Those streaks are moving. I'm going to hold the camera. I'm going to hold the camera still a second. Those streaks are moving. Those must be. I don't know what they're firing from. I don't know if there's like a war mine. A war mined. What were those? What were those things? The big black spheres called when they crashed. Oh crap! I'm drawing a complete blank on the name. But the events, the satellites, war-mined satellites, yeah, the war sats. I wonder if they're launching them. I wonder if Rasputin is launching them from war sats. But yeah, that's definitely something happening. This is going to take a while, apparently. Those are slow-moving rockets. Or whatever they are. I'm trying to look to see. I can't see because of this red thing, but I wonder if they launched from like farther back, and they've been flying this way for the last 30 minutes. If that's the case, then okay, I get it. But like if I went to like a different part of the tower and looked up, could I have seen the rockets when they launched at noon? I don't know. Doesn't matter now. We can see them here, so let's enjoy the show. Even though it looks like it's going to take another 10 minutes for them to get there. We have ships that can fly us from Earth to Nessus in a couple of minutes, but yet these rockets are going to take probably 10 minutes to reach the Almighty. Dudes, guys, seriously, knock it off with the trombone. Fuck. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I count like maybe 35 or maybe 30 or 35. I mean, just from what I'm seeing here, the streaks, I think I count like 35 streaks up there. I wonder if those are the only ones. If I look around and find any other like missile trails or anything like that. Oh, there's some down there. Look, right at the edge of the. Can you see them through the white clouds right there? There's another set of them coming from over there. Well, at least we know the event's actually happening. It only took 40 minutes for it to actually see something. That's cool that it is actually happening in engine as we're sitting here in the game staring at it. They didn't make it a cutscene. This is really, really good. I'm really proud of that. I would have been happy to see it happen, but I would have been kind of disappointed if they only made it a cutscene. Hard to count through the clouds, but but it looks like there's more coming from the lower section down here than there is from up there. I do find it kind of odd that, with all the war mines, high tech capacity, that it uses, missiles, rockets, what I would consider rather basic, ammunition, basic, ordnance for something like this. I figured, something a little more high tech, lasers, for example, plasma cannon, Granted, we haven't seen, save for a small handful of weapons, we don't have anything like, we don't have any kind of lasers in Destiny, laser weapons of any kind. I mean, you got the tracer rifles, like the Cold Heart, things like that. Those are kind of lasers, I guess. But for the most part, the vast majority of weapons in this game are ammunition based, or mass drivers, or rocket launchers. You would think this far in the future we'd have more, laser type technology. Or something more futuristic. I don't see any more. Looks like I only see 2 volleys. That up there and that one down there. I don't see another volley of fire coming from anywhere. Which I kind of wonder, Rasputin was setting up these, the Seraph bunkers on multiple planets. It was on Earth, the Moon, I think it was Io or Ness. I think Io had one. So that's three planets with Seraph bunkers in them. They were getting set up for this attack. So I wonder if These rockets here on the upper part come from the moon. I wonder if the moon is behind this big red sheet that I can't see. If that's those came from the moon, and those are coming from the Earth's Seraph bunker, where are the ones coming from Io? I wonder which direction Io would be from this point. Kind of want to go back to where I was standing earlier, over by Hawthorne, to see if there'd be a better view, but I don't know. Talking about building up suspense, Kelly. This is taking a long time for these rockets to reach, rockets, bullets, whatever, to reach the target. I still do kind of wonder, if we could have seen the top set of rockets or whatever from a different part of the tower. Like if I had went to like up on that upper level back to my right behind me, if I had seen them sooner at like 12 o'clock or something, maybe I would have been a little bit less worried they forgot about the event. Well, as slow as these weapons are going, let's hope that Rasputin's on target. Because if he misses, that's going to be a long time before we can reload and fire again. Hello, all you new viewers. Welcome to my stream. We're watching the supposed destruction of the Almighty. Rasputin has fired a couple of volleys of something at the Almighty. This is a live event in Destiny 2, the first one that Bungie has ever done. And supposedly Rasputin is going to save us all by destroying the Almighty with these small yellow lines that come out of nowhere. Feel free to like, share, and follow. And I promise I'll show you something more exciting than staring at yellow lines heading toward a giant H. The rockets get almost to the ship, the Almighty jumps to warp speed out of here. Yeah. Kind of like Star Trek V when the Enterprise dodges the Klingon torpedo? It would be somewhat amusing if Rasputin somehow underestimated the defenses of the Almighty, and it's kind of like Independence Day. All those rockets hit the Almighty and just like deflect off a little invisible shield. Rasputin didn't account for energy shields. Let's hope he's using the right elementals, right element, so if his shield's on it, so it does more damage when the shield breaks. Oh, hello, fireworks. What are the fireworks for? The ship hasn't exploded yet. Don't celebrate too soon. Premature celebrations are not a good thing. Maybe they popped them up over this direction in case anybody was in the tower, maybe didn't know about the event. They would see the fireworks and see, hey, what's going on over here? Maybe to kind of draw the attention of everyone who maybe didn't see or didn't know about it. Which I'm sure is next to impossible considering I see so many people here already. Some of those are getting pretty close. There's a yellow line like right in the middle heading toward like the very center of the ship. I'm seeing lots of little sparkles now. What is that? Is it falling apart? Have some rockets already hit it and starting to break up? Or are those just explosions from the rockets? I wonder if there's any Cabal still on board. I doubt it because I think Zavala and Anna Bray cleared the ship out of Cabal. But I was wondering if there's any Cabal on board. If they try to do something to defend the Almighty, like try to shoot down the rockets or something. There's all kinds of little explosions going around all over the ship now. This is definitely more than I expected out of this. I thought it was going to be just like a giant laser fires at it, explodes, and then that was it in like 10 seconds. This is actually quite drawn out. Not what I expected. Looks like one of the main lines that we can see is right on top of the center of the Almighty, so that's one of like the larger rockets. That should hit it by now. It doesn't look like the Almighty itself has changed in any way. It doesn't look like it's, I don't see any pieces like breaking off or. And of course, it's very far away and the ship is huge, so while those explosions look tiny from this far away, I'm pretty sure they're nearly nuclear sized if we were actually there. like a vast majority of those longer yellow lines are really, really close to the Almighty now. If the primary artillery is what's hitting this, is what's going to hit it and do all the damage, we should be seeing something really obvious pretty soon, I would think. There's a lot of waiting for hopefully a really good, maybe a really good payoff. It's a long time. Hi Uva, I hope I pronounced your name right. Welcome to my stream. Thank you very much for stopping by. Very much appreciated. The majority of those larger ordnance, rockets, whatever they are, getting pretty close to the Almighty. We should be seeing, something obvious, hopefully coming off the Almighty pretty soon. Pieces of it falling off, shards, larger explosions. Hoping, as most of them are pretty damn close to it by now. Thank you, Vale, for the follow. Very much appreciated. Welcome to my page. I keep wanting to say channel. I'm used to... I've been on YouTube for 5 years, so I keep wanting to say channel. Welcome to my page. Thank you for following. Very much appreciated. I like to call my followers and my subscribers back on my old channel, I call them my fellow renegades. So, thank you, Uva. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right again. I don't mean to butcher it if I'm wrong. Thank you for following as well. And Paula? Again, I apologize for mispronouncing it. I don't mean to. Thank you for following as well. Thank you very, very much. I'm up to 94 now. Woo! Only 6 more to reach the 100 mark. Thank you all so much. Very much appreciated. Y'all have no idea. Thank you so much for the follows. Still seeing a lot of small explosions, nothing really, extravagant yet. The Almighty still looks like to be in one piece, which a little disconcerting considering there's so many being fired at it. So many rockets or whatever being fired at it. I do genuinely kind of wonder what ordnance, Rasputin uses. I don't think it's ever been talked about. They keep saying that he's a powerful weapon, he's an AI war mind with weapons at his disposal. I mean, we're kind of looking at them here, but what kind of weapons are we talking? Are we talking rockets? Are we talking like nuclear weapons? Does he have any kind of like, you know, energy based or futuristic weapons to put a spin on it? Lasers, pulse plasma cannons, you know, anything, any kind of beams, kind of ray guns. I've never taken much time to delve into the like, really, really deep lore of the game. There's been in the first game, most of the story was told through grimoires, which was basically just like secret things you picked up, and you unlocked them by playing the game, and you had to go to Bungie's website to read into this lore. And I know I never did that. I don't know how many people ever actually did that, but I know I never did because I like the story, I like the game, but I never wanted to go to a website just to go read up on the game that I'm playing. If I want to see its story, I want it to be in the game, which they don't do that here in 2. They don't have grimoires here in 2. So if it's told somewhere in the deep lore of the game exactly what kind of ammunition, what kind of weapons Rasputin has, I'm not aware of it. Looks like some of the larger weapons are actually going past where I thought they were going to go. I thought they were all aiming for, like, the ones coming from the top are going to hit the top part of the H of the Almighty, and the bottom ones were going to hit the bottom part of the H. But I see some of them going past the wings, so I'm wondering, where are they going then? Almighty still looks like it's still in one piece. It doesn't look like it's taking a whole lot of damage. I mean, I know it's a massive ship, and in comparison, the bullets or whatever don't look that big, but they don't look that threatening. But they're gonna have to do a lot more to actually scratch that thing. Thank you all again so much for hanging out, just watching this event with me. Very much appreciated. Just a bunch of friends kicking back, watching a live event happen. First one I've ever seen. Excuse me, I'm standing here. Rude. I think by now we'd see some kind of progression to the damage of the Almighty. You know, more than just explosions that look like they're not even touching the ship. You can see fragments of it start coming apart. The wings, breaking or something. Well, Rasputin, your weapons are seeming rather ineffective against this thing. Supposed to save our asses, aren't you? Start making some bigger explosions. Start splintering off parts. Isn't it better to redirect the Almighty somewhere else instead of destroying it? Well, Logan, that's part of the problem. The Cabal, who set the Almighty on a crash course for the last city, disabled all the navigation. They deliberately destroyed all the navigation consoles and systems of the ship, so it only flew in one direction, and there was literally no way to stop it. They couldn't deactivate. They couldn't shut off the engines. They couldn't redirect it by changing its course. And it's a massive ship. You can't really tell its size by the scale that you're looking at here because it looks kind of small because it's somewhat small because it's in the sky. But it's not like you can take a bunch of ships and maybe ram it off course or anything like that. It is just way too large. I mean, it was sucking up. It was tearing away parts of Mercury. So it's at least the size of Mercury as far as the overall size. But it can't be diverted or course changed or anything like that because the systems are locked up. The navigation systems were destroyed by the Cabal, so they couldn't do it. So Zavala and us, the Guardians, couldn't do exactly that and change its course. Like make it shift toward anywhere else or just make it miss whatever. So the only option was literally for Rasputin to destroy it, because there's no other way to deal with it. One would think maybe putting, bombs or something inside it and blowing it up from the inside, but I don't know. I guess maybe in this world, since we're post collapse, I guess we don't have the technology for high powered weapons, high powered bombs, or like even plant a few nukes inside the core of the ship and blow it up. Maybe we don't have access to nuclear weapons anymore. I mean, just judging by the lore, because I guess after the collapse we lost access to all those weapons and things, or they became inert, useless. So we couldn't just plant bombs and blow it up from the inside. Really, our only weapon is Rasputin, apparently. And one would hope that Rasputin knows to destroy it and make it small enough pieces. Otherwise, you're just raining down debris all over the last city instead of just one. Instead of having one large object crashing onto the city, you'll have hundreds of smaller pieces crashing all over the city. I mean, Rasputin's got to vaporize the Almighty, basically, in order for us to survive this. And so far, it looks rather ineffective. The Almighty has not changed at all. Unless he's got a second volley somewhere that I don't see. Because I've only seen those two volleys right there. I will say that I do appreciate that they didn't make it something, really, really short. Like one tiny rocket goes up there and suddenly the entire thing just disappears. And they are kind of making it a little bit more dramatic by dragging it out and having explosions around it, and the missiles taking a little while to get there. It's taking time for this to happen, which would make sense. The Almighty is a massive ship. One tiny little weapon, shouldn't be able to destroy something that large. It's going to take time to destroy something like this. Alternatively, though, as somebody streaming this with 6 viewers right now watching, I'd like to see a little more progress right now. Actually, I want to see more. I want to see more. I want to see some bigger explosions. I want to see parts of the ship breaking off. I want to see some results. Right now, I'm not seeing anything but a bunch of white lines, a bunch of white dots. That's what I'm saying. I need explosions and loud noises. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Kelly, completely. I mean, the loud noises, that could be, you could go with the excuse that, in space there is no sound, so even if the entire ship explodes in one massive explosion, it's going to be in space. We're likely not going to hear any sounds. But, like Reno and Rude said in Final Fantasy VII, it needs to be a bit more flashy. We need some more flashes, some more bigger, pops, results. Shards of it, breaking off from the wings, Maybe the impact of the rockets or whatever, maybe shift the Almighty a little bit, so maybe it starts like rotating, so it looks like the ship is being like semi taken out of its course because of the force of the explosion is causing it to twist, And I'm only it's minor complaints here because again, like I said, I'm not I don't have the smarts or the capabilities here to make it tell it what I would do better if I could do it, because I can't do it. I know my limitations. I can't do something like this. I can't program a game like this. No way. This is when a Death Star would be nice to have. Yeah, Logan, I kind of actually mentioned that earlier in the stream. I said I'm not really sure what kind of weapon Rasputin would be using against the Almighty here. If it's going to be like a giant nuke missile or a bunch of missiles like this, or you're going to see like a giant laser beam come flying out of the sky right toward the Rasputin, toward the Almighty. Or if somehow we see a Goku appears and fires a Kamehameha blast at it or something. Or since Rasputin has bunkers all over the system in different planets, we see like a laser come from like 4 different places. A laser from Earth, a laser from the Moon, lasers from Io, all focused on the Almighty. This is the best he can do. I guess beggars can't be choosers. I mean, we're just trying to survive getting blown up by the Almighty. I do kind of wonder, just lore-wise though, why is it only up to Rasputin to do anything to stop the Almighty? I mean, have the Fallen live on this planet now too, live on Earth, and they have no intent or don't want to take any effort to try to do something to stop the Almighty. I mean, it's not like they're allied with the Cabal or anything. If they live here too, wouldn't they want to protect the planet just as much as we do? Why wouldn't the Fallen, make some kind of effort to do something? I guess their technology is just as limited as ours. It's not like there's a chance that the Fallen have nuclear weapons or anything like of that sort. But I'm really looking forward to the fall expansion, though. They're going to be supposedly introducing an entire new race of enemies, which is going to be the ones in the pyramid ships. Supposedly the Darkness, or what they call the Veiled. It'd be nice to actually fight something completely new for a change, not something that's been redesigned out of a currently existing race, like the Taken or the Splicers from Destiny 1, or the Tingled Shore, the Scorn, which the Splicers and the Scorn are simply just the Fallen redesigned, and the Taken, the Taken is everything redesigned, everything biological anyway. I haven't seen any technological Fallen or any Taken. The Taken have always been biological creatures. There's been no machines that have been turned into the Taken. We were kind of hoping enemies would suddenly spawn into the tower. We could go weapons hot on the tower. That would be pretty damn awesome, actually. Although, while I would like that, and probably some people would like that too, it would probably be too reminiscent of the events that began Destiny 2. Because if you remember the beginning of Destiny 2 Vanilla, the Cabal attacked the tower. And that's, that would just be repeating what we already did. It's fighting on the tower. So, I mean, that's probably why they decided against that. But I kind of agree with you, Kelly. I wouldn't have a problem, pulling out my sunshot here and blowing up enemies on the tower. Something else I just now thought of, we had to get Rasputin we had to wake up Rasputin essentially, or activate him, whatever, in order for him to start firing at the Almighty. We already have... We already have a weapon of sorts ready to go that should be able to handle something even the size of the Almighty. Dude, go the fuck away. I'm streaming here. Leave me alone. Oh my fucking god, this guy won't go away. It's alright, I can lose him. Easy enough. Actually, I'm gonna go back to my other spot now, where I was originally. What the hell was that? What was that noise? It sounded like a creature or something. I never heard that before. We already have another, weapon of some kind that should be able to handle the Almighty on its own. And it would think that you would think this particular weapon that I'm referring to would be willing to use it. Would be willing to do what it's supposed to do, because, its life also depends on us. We would depend on it. The Traveler. Why isn't the Traveler conjuring up some beam of light to destroy the Almighty like he did with Gaul in Vanilla Destiny? If the Almighty reaches the last city and destroys the last city, it's probably going to take the Traveler with it. Does the Traveler have no, self-preservation instincts? Just saying. I'm wondering if the Vanguard has a backup plan if this fails. I bet not. Because, what else is there that can be done? As far as the lore that I'm aware of, like I said, we have no, heavy weapons. We have no nuclear weapons. We don't have some Death Star laser beam ready to go or anything like that. I really don't think there's any way that we, the Vanguard, the Guardians, whatever, can stop the Almighty besides Rasputin. The only other option, like I said, would be the Traveler. And it's not like we can tell the Traveler, hey, shoot that for us. The Traveler does his own thing. Which, again, makes me kind of wonder, why would the Traveler want to defend itself from this massive ship that could potentially hurt or destroy it? I have a hard time believing that one burst of light that it let out to stop Gaul and woke up the pyramid ships is all that it had. If that's your one load, if you blew your load on that, you got problems. It's been an hour and a half since this event supposedly started, and the Almighty doesn't look any worse for wear. Right now, it looks like we're just watching a fireworks show. Let's get a move on. Let's see something happening here. Let's get some, big explosion. Let's see some splintering of parts. Let's make it look like something's actually going to fucking happen to the Almighty. If I knew exactly what was going to happen in this event, like how long it was going to take, if we were going to be seeing this just little tiny sparkles of explosions for another, 30 minutes or so, I'd cut the stream here and go do something else, and then come back in a half hour, and then we see the next stage of whatever's going to happen. But I don't know how this is all going to work. I've never done a live event like this before. I've certainly never live streamed one. So I don't know if we're going to see, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't want to cut the stream because we're looking at the same thing for a long period of time, then come back and miss something really good. Or come back and it's already over. The Almighty just completely disappeared. I appreciate everybody's patience who has hung out and watched, though. I really, I know I keep saying it over and over again, but I'm very appreciative of your guys' patience. It's not like you're watching a Fortnite gameplay here, or a gameplay of any kind other than just a bunch of sparkles over an H-shaped ship in the sky. So thank you all for stopping by, and thank you all for staying in here and watching with me. I appreciate it more than you know. I really do. Because I can't imagine this being very compelling. But y'all are hanging around, and I thank y'all very much for hanging around. And you followed and liked, and those are especially appreciated. Thank you all so much. around to see if I can see maybe if Rasputin has launched like another volley of some kind. I don't see anything out of the ordinary. Because if that's all Rasputin's got, we need to see him a lot more if that ship's going to be destroyed. Pass the whiskey, my out. You know, Mick, it wouldn't take much to talk me into it. It wouldn't take me much to go get this unbranded whiskey that I'm drinking. Hey, if they want to pay me to say what I'm drinking on stream, I will gladly take their money. But until then, I'm not gonna promote them. But you're right. That's a good point. Taking a chug of that whiskey might help. I don't pass the time, I bet. I guess in the meantime, what have y'all been up to other than watching this show? Y'all started. Oh, hey, I'm seeing that looks like something different. A lot more explosions centered around the center of the Almighty. Some big ones too, and it's all focused in one spot. Something's finally happening. Hey! I wonder if that's all the larger weapons finally actually hitting one target. Anyway, how's everybody's weekend? For me, it's about 1:30 in the afternoon, so my weekend's 25% gone, I guess. Anybody got any plans for this weekend? Anybody doing any cookouts or anything of that sort? Y'all staying away from the COVID situation? At least we're finally seeing some progress here. The explosions seem to be going a little bit faster in rate, and they look like they're getting a little more populous. They're kind of spreading out a little bit more too. They a little more focused on that little ball right in the center. It's kind of spreading out a little bit more too, kind of surrounding the ball and the wings on each side now. You know, I was thinking what might have made this a little bit interesting is maybe leading up to the events of this attack is maybe just like one long mission of some kind aboard the Almighty. I don't know if it would be, I don't know if it'd make it like a 6-player event or something, but just, you know, a run through the Almighty to make sure all the defenses are down. There's no backup shields that are going to suddenly turn on or something like that. Just to, whoa, here we go. Whoa, okay, now we finally got something. There's your big explosion, Kelly. Damn! Yeah! Alright, there we go. Holy hell. Damn! That was big and bright. To hell with Saturday night. That was impressive. Now I am kind of worried about this one giant piece of wing here. It's on its way into the atmosphere pretty goddamn quick. I can't tell if the rest of this bright light here in the middle is more explosion, or is it just, or that's the sun there. The Almighty's right behind the sun. Actually, when I turn, you can still kind of see parts of it right over here on the left side of the screen. Just barely. Whatever fallen factions are over in that part of the world, they're fixing to get fucked pretty badly. You still kind of can see it though. Still kind of can see the Almighty. Can you see the lines? I'm pointing at the screen as you can see where I'm pointing, but you can see a couple of lines going right through here. Damn. I wonder if I get to the back of the tower, if I can see it. They're all staring at it. Holy shit. Uh-oh. Not as bad time for the game to load. Not now! Not now! Come on, okay, thank you. Courtyard. Whoa, I just got pushed. Damn, I think I missed a good part. Fuck. There's still shards coming into the atmosphere. Damn, I missed a good part of it. Fuck. That's gnarly. Yes, it is. The initial explosion was huge. And whatever I missed just now, damn it. But when it landed, it actually pushed my character back a little bit. But yeah, whatever fallen might be over in that area, they are royally fucked now. Well, the piece is raining into the atmosphere still. Okay, well, I guess you can see it's definitely broken up now. You can kind of see the cracks right to the edge of the sun where the wings of the Almighty are right here. That one chunk at the top is gone, which is obviously what came into the atmosphere. Alright, that was awesome. That was a really good finish. Wish I had seen it. Wish I'd been a little bit quicker to run to the back of the tower to see that. But that was a really good finish. Alright, that was really good. It was a really long build-up, but that was good. That was good. Good job, Bungie. That was a good live event to start, I think. Really good. What'd you all think? Was that pretty good? So it kind of makes you wonder what's going to happen with the rest of the pieces there. Is it eventually going to reach the atmosphere and, we're going to have, there's still like 3 long wings there, at least, kind of 4 at the upper left-hand corner as well. We're going to have 3 or 4 more explosions like that over time. Because those wings still like they're pretty solid pieces. Kind of makes you wonder how just that one wing was the only one to enter the atmosphere like that. I wonder if there's going to be any like missions in the future where we go to the wreck side of the Almighty and find items or find something there. An old hidden data cache that the Cabal had to let them know they're fixing to have another invasion or something, or maybe a Cabal weapon, like some kind of blueprints for a Cabal weapon that we could use against the Veil of the Darkness when they show up. That would just be an interesting little thing to do there. There's some among the wreckage. There's some kind of blueprints for a weapon or something. I guess there's probably not going to be much more to it. I mean, I would say it's a pretty solid finish. Pieces are going to fall into the atmosphere for a while now. For a while. And you can kind of see as they're entering the atmosphere, they're all heading over that direction. There's nothing falling to the left of the tower. Everything's falling over to the right. Right? The kind of same general direction that big plate went. Somehow they let us explore the wreckage. Yeah, that's what I was just saying, Kelly. I think it would really good we could explore it at some point. Or, I would say at worst, maybe have like a Crucible map there. The Almighty wreck. Just a small, Crucible map there. I think that would be good if we could have some kind of mission to actually go into the ruins. Because the Fallen are scavengers. Maybe we go in there and try to stop the Fallen from scavenging something that could give them an advantage. Or maybe even better, I think this is even a better idea. Maybe instead of stopping the Fallen, maybe we ally with the Fallen. Maybe we get like a kind of like what we did with Shadowkeep when we got Spider's Fallen allies to help us. Maybe we get some Fallen allies to go into the wreckage with us and explore the wreckage and try to find technology or blueprints of some kind for some kind of weapon or shield or something to defend against the Veil, the Darkness. If they don't utilize this wreckage in some way or another, I think that would be a wasted opportunity by Bungie, at least. But as far as this event here, that was really awesome. Really, really slow build-up. Unfortunately, at least as far as the streaming is concerned, I didn't feel it was very compelling because it seemed like a half hour before the rockets even showed up, and then another hour before there was even any explosion that was actually worth a damn, and then hour and a half goes by before we finally see something epic. But at least it was a really good finish. I would say for the most part that was worth it. I really do. I'm gonna let this. Not gonna stop the stream here, but I'm gonna go ahead and switch to the game I'm going to go ahead and play now. I'm going to keep streaming for a while. I'm going to go change to Prey, play the 2017 Prey, and try to get through a big chunk of it if I can. So if you guys want to hang out and watch that, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for coming by and watching this live event of Destiny 2. This is my first time live streaming. This is the first time seeing a live event for myself, much less streaming one. So I'm glad you guys enjoyed what you saw. I hope you guys enjoyed what you saw. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you, Kelly. Very much appreciate it. Appreciate everybody who followed and liked and shared. And I will be right back as I jump into Prey, 2017 Prey. Right back. Thanks so much.